Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about the new update with the gunner. They also changed something about the weapons. So the old way to upgrade weapons would be you just follow the upgrade path. However, it would be really expensive. So they lowered the cost by a lot. As you can see from my level 12 weapon, if I want to break through to my next tier, it only costs 8 gold because I have the VIP package, but it would cost 10 gold normally if you don't have the VIP package. So that's pretty cheap, and it only costs 4 of the special gems as well as 3 of these blue orbs and 2 silver transformation stones. So it's not that bad. However, the reason why they could lower the cost so much was because they did this. They added these 2 little orbs at the side, which is different from the weapon. So you can take these orbs out and you could still use the weapon normally. However, what these orbs do are, remember when we upgraded our weapon before, every 4 levels you would get like a special buff. So for example, when you got your weapon to tier 1, you would want to try to get it to tier 4 as fast as possible, as for Blade Master, you would do more damage on your Dragon Tongue, or more damage on your main skill, basically, your main DPS skill. So what they did on the Chinese server was they separate that. So you have to upgrade this stone separately. This stone is basically what increased your damage. So you can see here that I have 11% increase of my right click and 4% increase of just damage in total. So basically you can get your weapon buff all the way to stage 12 instantly without actually upgrading the weapon itself. The weapon itself, the only thing that it adds through the upgrades are your crit chance, your piercing, and flat damage. Those are the only 3 things it adds now. So getting this to a really high level by itself is just giving you these stats. It won't increase the damage of your Dragon Tongue or whatever, or your other skills. Only this gem itself. After you upgrade this gem, then it increases your stats. For example, right now it's 10% and 4%, and then the next level it'll give 11% and 4%. So you have to use more materials here. But however, they did lower the cost. So upgrading your weapon is a lot, it feels much better now because every day you feel like you're progressing instead of having to farm for a week or 2 weeks to do a breakthrough on your regular weapons in the old version. And then as for this stone over here, it's the same. You want this stone to go to get level up to level 12, and then it'll transform from the blue one to the orange one, and it basically gives you a buff. So over here you can see that it gives you, there's a chance of giving you 10 seconds of a lot of damage basically. It's just a proc. However, at the breakthrough, then there's 2 chances. So it just increases the chances of proccing this thing, which increases your DPS by a lot. So for example, right now my AP is 975, but when I proc this thing, my AP usually will jump to about 1050. So add some AP. It's pretty good. And yeah, so that's it for this video. I just wanted to let other people know who are coming onto the Chinese server that the weapon upgrade path is slightly different. As you can see, as I just explained, it's much cheaper. And it's much nicer because it feels like you're upgrading a weapon every day. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
What can I say except you're welcome for the